Hi everybody, this is Montina from Modest Perfections. Um, just wanted to talk about one of the meditations that I had a couple of months ago. This is back in January, and the reason for me sharing this meditation is because I was just so in awe when I did this meditation. I had this experience, and I just want to know if anyone has had a similar experience. I'm just trying to like really find my roots and identify um one, my soul tribe, and two, my ancestors. I've seen my ancestors, but I think I have like three different groups of ancestors. Um I believe one to be like Pleiadian, um one is Egyptian, and then one is like some type of water creature, but it's a feminine energy because I mentioned this in one of my other videos. Like, and I saw it. It came. That was the very first time I meditated. I saw that image, and it was a feminine energy raising up out of the water, and her hair was like tentacles. Um, and I got really really scared, so I didn't meditate again for a little while after that. The second time I saw like I say Cleopatra because of um the thing that was on the lady's head, and she had a blue jewel in her forehead. Um and she was sitting in the same position I was sitting in. But the weird thing is, like, when I had these meditations, everybody is always naked. Like, who has on clothes? Like, I'm like, nobody never has clothes on. But and when I met I say Pleiadian. They may not have even been Pleiadian, but like in my other video when I said the first time I met my ancestors, or the time I met my ancestors, they told me they were my ancestors. In this dream, these people were almost like some Lord of the Rings type of people, but they were really really tall, and like their eyes were really dark. That was the weird part. So now I want to talk about this time that I meditated and um what I saw. So basically, it started out with me being in like a cave type of thing, and there was like a light, and like it was really dark in the cave, and all of a sudden there was this light. So I walked over to the light. It's almost like when you're in the, if you know how they show like UFOs and they beaming that light down, and the light draw like pulls you up to the ship. It was almost just like that, except for I was in a cave and the light was there, and I walked over to the light. The light actually lifted me up to the top of this little cave. And once I got to the surface, it was only maybe 6 feet in circumference, like around me. And what it almost appeared to be like an individual island just for myself. When I looked around, there were other people on little individual islands just like mine, and it was like water in between us, and this was like gray mud, and none of us had clothes on, but everybody was just like trying to figure out where they were and what were they doing there, and who everybody else was. And then all of a sudden I ended up from being there to being inside of the sun. And once I got inside of the sun, I was literally bathing in the sun, like literally taking pieces of the sun and just covering myself with it and just bathing with it. Like every time I think about it, it's just like I just get like so just, I can't even explain the feeling that comes over me because I can feel it. Like every time I think about it, I can feel myself bathing with the sun like that. And it was like I was taking pieces of the sun like it was soap and just rubbing it all over my body. Anyways, yeah, it was like it was time to leave the sun, right? And when I left the sun, like prior to me leaving the sun, I was given golden wings. And the wings were like not feather wings. they were like actually gold wings, right? They placed these golden wings on me, and they gave me like a ball of light. And I don't know who they is because I didn't see anybody, but this stuff was given to me like from the sun, okay? So I was given this ball of light, and I'm holding the light like it's a baby in my arms, like this, and I'm flying in different parts of space, and I'm lighting up the stars that had burned out. The stars were very small. They remind me of like Nerf balls. They gray Nerf balls with smoke. It was like somebody put a fire out in these stars. And what I was doing was taking pieces of the light that was given to me and putting it back into those stars so that they can burn bright again. After I was done doing it, I went to like, I guess it was Saturn. And the reason why I say Saturn is because it has the rings around it. I was like, you know how Thor's like walking on that thing? I was walking around the rings of Saturn, and then I ended up going down this really dark tunnel. And next thing you know, I was in this place where it was a very, 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 very bright light. The light was brighter than the light of the sun. And all of a sudden, the movie screen popped up on my left. And when the movie screen popped up, it was showing like me growing up, like me, my first birthday party, my teenage years. It was just showing me my life on this movie screen. And the voice was telling me to come closer. And I got closer to the movie screen. And then all of a sudden, I was back down this dark tunnel again. And when I was going down the dark tunnel again, it was like once I seen light, it was like I was in a position of laying flat, and I was looking up, and it was like light was was beaming through something. And then I realized I was in my mother's womb, which is really weird to experience in a meditation. It's like, yeah, I was in my mother's womb though, and I could like hear the fluid of like the amniotic fluid. I could hear all of that. I could see the light. I could hear her talking. It was just like I was inside of my mom's womb and being born all over again. And as I'm in her womb, like I said, I could see the light shining through her stomach. It was like the ceiling opened up in the hospital room, and there was like some African people doing a ritual for me to be born. Now this is so weird because it's like it makes you think of something in the movie, because it was almost like it was a portal that opened up over that hospital room, right? And you could see the lady, they burning sage, they doing a chant, they saying all these prayers and stuff for me to come forward. And all of a sudden in the hospital room, golden angels are in the hospital room, right? And there's like this gold, it's almost like a dream catcher. Made me think about a dream catcher, but I don't even know what I would call it. But it's like, you know how the dream catcher is round and it has like those like the material that's in the middle. Well, it was like one of those were placed at her vaginal entrance, like before you, like just imagine, you know how they have your legs open in those stirrups, like just imagine that gold thing just sitting there. And it was like the gold thing was there for me to pass through as I was born. So I was being pushed out, but I was pushed out through that golden thing. Like I passed through this golden thing, and I was born. And like I said, the African people was doing what they was doing, and there was angels in the hospital room. That's all I remember from the like that was the end of the meditation. So I just wanted to share that with y'all to see if any of you guys may have some insight about that. Because I don't understand why I was shown that. I just told my mom I love her so much when I had that meditation. Like, I know she didn't understand. Like, I was like, Mama, I was born. I seen the whole birth. I seen my whole birth, and like it just went over. Like it just went in one ear and out the other. Like she didn't care about that. But I wanted to share this because I'm like, can anybody relate to this? Because I thought it was such an amazing experience to go through that. Cause it's like, okay, I was something before. I was doing something before coming through this earth realm. I had to do this other stuff first. But does anybody yeah, I just wanted to share this because I want to know what your thoughts are and your experiences are. Please leave me a comment. Um, I'm just asking for friendly comments only. Like, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but like, even if you disagree, like, just don't be nasty about it. Like, don't be like, you know, how some people are just like had that nasty, dirty energy where it's just they need some bleach up in their energy or something. Just don't be like that, please. Like, just be nice. Like, you don't have to be fake. If you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't say anything. How about that? We can leave it at that. But yeah, I just wanted to share that tonight because it had been on my mind. It had been on my mind to share for a while. It's just one of the great meditations that I've had thus far. Just still learning how to meditate and understand what's happening. I'm very new to meditating. I'm a prayer warrior, so meditating is very new for me. But if you guys have any insight or anything, please share it with me. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can see more of my videos as I upload them. And I think that's it for the night, guys. I will see you all very soon with another video. And I love y'all. Peace out.